Friends. How many of us have them? Well, not you for certain. No, I'm just joking. Now, you guys asked me to do a video on how to make friends as an adult, but I figured I would flip that mess on you and give you reasons why you do not have any friends. And these ain't in any particular order. Number one, you're a friend sucker. Now, I have a lot of friends, but only a very few amount of people are my friends' friends. Now, that might have sounded kind of odd, but let me explain. I'm friendly with a lot of people, but there's only a few people that I actually call my true friends. I have friends I party with, I have influencer friends, I have travel friends. If I pick up some new hobbies within the next couple of years, I'll have those friends. They ain't always the same people. Now, if you say you don't have friends, or if you do have friends, but you feel like you can't depend on them, you might be putting all your friends in the same boat, and sometimes you might have unrealistic expectations of them. My close friends don't really like to travel. Does that mean that I'm gonna forego traveling because they can't go? Hell no. Does that mean I'm gonna get mad at them because they don't want to travel and I do? No. I find friends who like to travel. But those travel friends may not get my deepest, darkest thoughts. Our relationship is just based on our love of travel. Sure, you might have some friends from different categories that overlap, but that's a blessing when that happens and not to be expected. Number two, you ain't real, dog. You ain't real. Stay true to yourself. You should not feel like you have to adjust who you are around true friends. Now, this calls back to my last point about putting people in different categories. Now, do you have to be a different version of yourself around these different groups of people? Hell no, that mess is exhausting, and at my big age, I ain't got the time for that. But if you find yourself constantly having to adjust who you are, you got some reflecting that you need to do. Is it because you think they actually won't like the real you? Or is it because of some insecurities that you have that you're projecting? I think we can all benefit from therapy in our lives. A lot of us are holding on to things that are preventing us from having impactful relationships, and I don't like that for us. See, initially I didn't put any numbers on these things in my notes, and now I'm like, I just thought I'd add a little razzle dazzle and put some numbers, but I think we on number 3. You don't enjoy your time by yourself. And sadly, when you don't like being alone, sometimes you invite people into your world that do not need to be there. Child, do not let them dusties in. Being comfortable doing things by myself has become second nature to me, but with anything that has become second nature, you gotta practice. Take baby steps. Make a list of things that you would love to do locally. Maybe it's a cooking class, maybe it's learning how to make pottery, maybe it's seeing a show, maybe it's going to try a new restaurant, or spending the night in a really nice hotel. Then go do that shit. Don't be afraid if you think that people are staring and judging you. Chances are they probably ain't even looking your way anyway, and they probably don't even care. But if they do, f them. Are you really about to let somebody that you will probably never see again dictate how you live your life? Number 4, I think, you judge way too harshly. Having 2 other larger YouTube channels than this one, I can tell in the comments who done judged their way out of having friends. Because they're coming online to leave super judgy comments to people that they don't even know. A lot of times, harsh judgment comes from projection. You may feel inadequate, or you feel like you can't control a certain aspect of your life, so you project that mess on other people. I'm a Virgo, known as one of the most judgmental zodiac signs in all of the zodiac. However, I learned a long time ago to control that mess. But I learned a long time ago that judging mess is a thief of joy. I'm constantly trying to find ways to give people grace and to understand where people are coming from with what they do and what they say. I ain't always gonna get it right, but I try to be conscious of how people may think or feel in certain situations. People can make mistakes, they can do stuff that you don't like to do, that you would never do, but they still deserve love and grace. And if you find yourself feeling like, oh, it is too hard to do that, I just gotta be judging people because they just doing wrong, and I'm just, I'm so much better than that, then child, therapy. And I didn't even mean to say therapy like that in a shady way, because therapy can be extremely life-changing. Like, Cannot speak more highly of it. Matter of fact, let us know in the comments what your experiences are with therapy. Just get on in the comments with that. Help out your fellow YouTube watcher. Alright, so we've discussed the reasons why you probably don't have any friends. So now you're gonna work on that, but how do you actually make some friends? So here's a few ideas. You can create a group centered around a common interest. This is one of the reasons why I freaking love the internet. If you're 5'3" with curly hair and one leg is longer than the other, and you only wear Jordache jeans, and you're interested in bugs, but only bugs whose scientific name starts with a B, you will find your people online. Online groups can help build community. Just please let it be centered around something positive and uplifting. Number 2, put yourself out there. I've seen people do this, especially like on TikTok. They just put something out there and says that they're looking to make new friends in their area. Now, you definitely want to be safe, you know, you just don't go meeting, you know, new people willy-nilly, you know, have your spidey senses on full blast mode, right? As you would with online dating, you still want to be very careful of that. However, don't let your fears keep you from meeting new people. Follow your gut. Your gut be telling you stuff. A lot of times when we don't listen to our gut, that's when we kind of mess up. I can tell you so many stories of when I was younger and didn't listen to my gut and something bad happened. And now that I'm in my 40s, I've been listening to my gut. Me and my gut be having conversations, like be guiding me. But yes, starting a social media account about one of your favorite topics can help you to gain friends over time. Shoot, a lot of the people who are my close friends now are my friends because of social media. I met my friend Gabby, who I've known since 2010 because of social media. I started a blog back in 2007 that covered fashion and beauty topics, and then one time in 2010, the publicist for the singer Olivia hit me up asking if I would write about Olivia's new songs. Now I'm like, okay, I don't really write about music here, but her hair looks freaking amazing. I would love to do a story on her hair color and her hair. She was like, okay, I'll connect you with her hairstylist. And who the hairstylist was? My friend Gabby. Did a story. We've been friends ever since. My friend Melissa and I met because of social media. She owned a hair company. I wanted some hair. And there's so many instances of this. I also have a lot of online homies that I chat up with regularly. Like, some of us don't even live anywhere near each other, not even on the same coast. But we were always in the DMs chatting, and I love that for us. Number 3, you can also look into local groups if you feel safer doing things like within your community. Your city or your neighborhood may have some functions where you can get to know people who have similar interests. IRL. Maybe it's the church, the gym, maybe it's a beer making class, a traveling club, a support group, a motorcycle gang, a real gang. Nah, just playing about the gang. But you get my point. Get to Googling and you may be able to find some sort of club or regular activity where you can get to meet some like-minded people. Now, this might sound a little out there, but you know, hear me out, because this mess actually works. Number 4, manifest it. You gotta feel like you deserve to have good people around you. Positively. Now, if you've never heard of the book The Secret, or if you heard of it and you never read it because you thought it was a bunch of hullabaloo. Hullabaloo? That mess works. Positive thoughts become positive things. A lot of things that I manifest come right back to me, which is why every year I like to do a vision board. And I'm a little late on doing my 2023 vision board, but I'm gonna do that mess this weekend with my friends. But you definitely need to be heavy on the feeling that you deserve to have good people around you, because again, a lot of this, the therapy, I'm telling you, y'all get in the comments and talk about how your experiences with therapy. Now, I'm still trying to find my footing here on this channel. You know, it's gonna take a couple more videos before I figure out, like, you know, my thing here. However, I do want to share some of my personal life stuff and my personal life philosophies here on this channel. So if you have some ideas or some topics that you think you'd like to see me cover, leave them in the comments. And let me know your thoughts on making friends as an adult. Do you think that it's hard? Have you ever tried any of the tips I mentioned in this video? Get all chitty chatty in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.